What is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here, back with another video for you guys today. And today I will be looking at the Andor Imperial Officer, parentheses, Dark Times, and the Imperial Officer, parentheses, Ferrix. So these are figures that I did get from Return of the Nerd. Shout out to Return of the Nerd, of course. Go hit him up on Instagram for some early figures. And yeah, these guys are, I think they just went up for pre-order today. Uh, Andor did come out, early this morning, the 5th episode, that is. And I was hoping, kind of waiting on these guys to review them to see if they would be a little bit more relevant in the show. But that did not happen quite yet, which I am totally okay with. I know after watching that episode, I just knew that, yeah, there might be some people that are not digging the show as much just because of the slower pace. I really do like the slower pace. I think it's giving time to flesh out the characters and, really spend time with the characters and learn how they kind of tick and what motivates them, what they're fighting for. And I really liked how deep the dialogue got in this episode 5, that is. And there was a line, I think it was, I could be butchering it, but the axe forgets, but the tree remembers. Kind of saying that, the Empire, being the axe, is hurting all these people without really even, remembering or caring about these people that they're hurting along the way. But all the people, being the trees, all these different people throughout the galaxy remember, and they'll never forget it, and they end up fighting for it. So I thought that was really cool. And yeah, I'm just really digging the show. But yeah, let's get into these figures. So looking at the box, we all know these boxes by now. Some great artwork. I really have been digging the artwork lately. We do have a little bio right there if you do want to read that. Some more artwork, legal stuff, barcode right there on the bottom. For this guy, same, pretty much the same. Some artwork, little bio. I think all the bios for these shows when they come out early are all the same. But yeah, let's get these guys out of the package. All right, and starting with the Ferrix Imperial Officer, he does come with one accessory, which is his E11 here, and this is the old mold for the E11, which I feel like we haven't seen in a while, but that is an interesting choice they went with. But why I decided to review these guys together is because they are basically maximum reuse. This one more so than the other one, but the other one is pretty heavy reuse too. But it's reuse done in a good way where, these are exclusives, so they aren't necessary to have in the main line. They don't take up mainline slots, and they are just kind of those army builder type characters. But one thing about this that I don't know why I was kind of hoping for, but with Andor here, in his Imperial disguise, they did give him new legs, because these guys do share the same upper half. But they gave Andor new legs, which I will say save this figure. This figure is phenomenal. I really do enjoy this figure. And it mainly is those new legs. It really completes the figure, and I think this guy deserved those legs as well. Maybe these are more accurate to what he will be wearing in the actual show. But man, just having those new legs. These legs aren't the greatest. I mean, I'm hoping he doesn't fall over during this review. But yeah, this guy is basically all reuse except for his head. His head is new, so that is the only new part. And I believe this was originally the Mud Trooper, so his goggles can come down and go over his eyes, so he can kind of look like that. I don't know. I don't really care too much for how that looks, but this is like I said, an army builder type character. So if you wanted to get two of these guys, you could have one with the goggles on, one maybe with the goggles off, and then have, maybe one with his whole helmet off. And of course, these are removable as well. So you could do that. It kind of looks silly. I feel like maybe mine's a little warped even from the package, but yeah, he just is kind of that army builder type that you could have multiple options on the shelf because you can take this helmet off too. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And then he is just a normal guy in an Imperial outfit, so you could have different looks for him. Yeah, this kind of does seem squished, but I do not have the original Mud Trooper from Solo, so I don't have it to compare. But yeah, we've seen this kind of in a way with General Veers. His is obviously different, but yeah, just kind of that Imperial style of armor. And yeah, I think it is serviceable and gets the job done on the shelf of just fleshing out the Andor shelf, which I'm happy to do. I really love watching these shows every week and kind of every week adding to the shelf. I'm excited to see when these guys really come into play. We have seen glimpses of them in the show, but just kind of in the background, not really in action yet. So, yeah, just really happy to add to the Andor shelf. Not really going to go over articulation just because it is heavy reuse. And I mean, if you really want to see it, you can scroll down on my channel. You'll find someone with this with this body mold that I've reviewed. So yeah, let's move on to the next guy. All right, and here is the Imperial officer, parentheses, Dark Times. And this is an interesting figure, actually. But he does come with one accessory, which is this blaster, just kind of, pretty plain, just cast in that one color. But this figure is mainly reuse. It does have new bits and pieces. Like I think this might be new, the skirt piece. This jacket is new, or this cloak. But this is really nice quality. It feels like leather, and it reminds me of a Batman cloak. But I really like the feel of this, and he looks really good. The one thing, he does look like a little too happy to be like an Empire, like I don't know, like an officer in the Empire. He just looks a little little too happy. But this was kind of a figure where in the promo shots, the photographer, which I never remember his name, but I know him on Instagram, and he does all the shots for Hasbro, and he did this, and everyone thought maybe the cloak was articulated, but no, he literally just flared it out, and I can only get it on this side, but I think I might pose him like that because I love that they got a guy who takes the promo shots that knows how to pose a figure. Some of the poses for the Black Series promo shots have kind of been notorious in the past for being just weird poses, but this guy knows how to pose, and I really like that look of one side just kind of in the wind type of look. And I think it adds a lot, and it could add stress right there and end up cracking that and ripping that. But I don't know. Like, part of me is just like, like, looks good. And I mean, he's not like a real important figure or character. So I guess, I don't know. Like, I'm not real worried about it. But yeah, I really do like the look of this figure, and I'm not going over articulation on him either. He has the same he has the same legs and upper body pieces as Veers again, or Thrawn, or Tarkin. Tarkin is the main one. But the one thing is just that his face, he just looks like he's like kind of smiling almost, and it's just like, dude, like I feel like Imperial officers just like are not the ones to be smiling in any media. So that is just kind of funny to me. But yeah, I really like these two figures. Here, let me get them in a pose for you guys, and then I'll do my final thoughts. Also, real quick before my final thoughts, this guy also, in the trailer at least, I don't know if there's multiple officers that have the same outfit, but an officer in this outfit in the trailer was with the Phase 2 all white clones. So hopefully Hasbro decides to make these guys right here, because these are customs of the Phase 2 all white clone on the newer Black Series body. But yeah, it just looks really good together, the contrast, and I really like it, and I think it is a possibility for the Andor shelf, as we are going to see these Phase 2 clones in Andor, and after Order 66, of course, because they are under Imperial rule and have, Imperial officers who they are with. So it's going to be interesting, very kind of, as a Clone Wars fan and just a clone fan in general, I'm really excited to see it. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting and a cool way to display this guy. So yeah, I really do like these figures, and I think they're gonna add some diversity to the Andor shelf and just flesh it out in general. And I'm really excited for more Andor figures. It's definitely more of, not like a classic Star Wars toy, especially the new stuff that got shown at Hasbro PulseCon. Not the most exciting action figure reveals, but I'm excited to get Andor figures. I'm absolutely loving the show so far, and I think it's gonna be. It might be one of my all-time favorite shows by the end, I'm guessing, and I have really high hopes for what's to come in the show and what we're all gonna see. And yeah, just really happy to add some more Andor figures to the shelf. I did want to kind of compare them with this Andor as well, kind of his hero outfit. But yeah, he looks good. These guys all look good together, I'd say. I'm trying to fit him on the camera, but yeah, I'd say all these guys look good, and I think the Andor shelf is coming together. And yeah, kind of a rambly video, but just having fun here. Thank you all for watching, by the way, especially you guys that stick out to the end. I really appreciate you guys, and all you guys that comment. Comment down below what you guys are thinking about the Andor series. Are you liking it? Do you think it's too slow? Are you wishing for a Jedi cameo at some point to spice things up? What's your thoughts on the Andor show? Me personally, I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it. And yeah, I'm just really happy to get something different out of Star Wars and kind of maybe not have so many implications or so many hoops to jump through as far as like canonical stuff. And yeah, I'm happy to be watching this show, and I'm really excited to see what's to come, because I think the slow burn is for a reason, and we're boiling the pot to explode. So yeah, I think it's going to be great, and I think patience is key, and yeah, all that good stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to get these figures? How deep in the Andor show will you get as far as collecting figures wise? Are you going to get all the Andor figures like me, or are you just going to get a couple here and there, or are you not getting any? Let me know down in the comments. Again, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video, and may the Force be with you.